name's Darlene, and I have Parkinson's. I today would have been making a Make It Monday recipe and taping and whatnot, but I'm not able to do the standing in the kitchen right now, so I'd have to be doing everything seated in the wheelchair, and the counter height is a little bit wrong for that. So I then do it at the table, but then I have to shuffle the stuff back and forth. So it's just as easy if I didn't do it this week. So I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to talk to you. The next 2 weeks are going to be, well, week and a half actually, are going to be kind of a blur for us because there's so much that has to be done. I do not know how Claudine is going to get it all done. She's running herself ragged, but she says 2 weeks from now we'll rest easy and know it's all done. So that's the plan, but here we are Sunday. She's packed up half of my stuff anyway, at least half of it, maybe even more, but she's just leaving us sort of the things that we need to get through for this last little bit, and she will finish up one of the other days in the week. And then Khalid and he is making arrangements for the U-Haul, and the workers are all lined up as long as everybody shows up. And it shouldn't take them too long because Claudine will have her place all packed up, my place all packed up. And what the plans are, she's going to come over to the apartment and get us. She has a couple of lawn chairs that she will put on the deck at the new place so that Bill or I wants to sit out on the deck. There's a lawn chair. I'll take my wheelchair and Bill will take his walker, and we can use the wheelchair in the house and Bill can use the walker in the house. So we'll do it, but we won't have anything there with us until the first load arrives. And then we'll have stuff to do because we can, think about things where we want it and whatnot and take our time to unpack. But they'll have it all unpacked for us there, and we'll just take our time emptying the boxes. I find the emptying the boxes the fun part, finding a place for everything. And so they seem to think it's not a worry. I just feel like Claudine's doing a lot because she's packing all of her stuff and all my stuff. But then I said, well, why don't you, instead of doing that, I said, why don't you leave us at the my apartment here while you take this stuff over, and we'll start cleaning up the floors and stuff when it's empty. And she said, because I got a work crew coming. She says, 2 of her friends and herself, they're coming over with their buckets and mops the following day, the Monday, and they're going to come in and they're just going to clean it once it's empty, and they'll clean it up nice, and that'll be done. So that's kind of where we're at there. You've got the excitement builds as you get closer to the time, of course, and whatnot. I, unfortunately, having done this to my hand, is a nuisance right at this moment in time because you go to do it. Oops, sorry. You go to do anything and you find that you're kind of incapacitated in a way. But these things happen. Oh, and amongst all of that that's going on, tomorrow, I have to go in and see a different neurologist. This is the one that's going to be involved with the duodopa pump that I'm hopefully to get. So we have to. That's the first step, is we have to go see this other neurologist. Her office is right next to my own neurologist, and Eric, the nurse, wanted to talk to Claudine and whatnot. And so he said, if you're coming up to Justine's office, pop in here. He says, I want to see her. So I'm going over, and I guess Eric's going to hear about my falls. The blood pressure pills that they have given us to raise my blood pressure seem to be helping me. We haven't been on them long enough to track fully what they're doing, but I'm not as dizzy. When I stand up, I am not as dizzy. I'm unbalanced, but not as dizzy. So as long as I am just unbalanced, I can have a way of catching myself. But if I'm dizzy, then you can't. So we're just playing it by ear, see what happens after that. And Bill's, all the people downstairs, they're all going to the casino and whatnot just after we have moved. And his was, could have gone with them to the casino. But I said, no, you couldn't have. He says, why? And I said, because we don't have any money this month. I said, you have to tell me that a month ahead. I said, I put it in the budget a month ahead, but you can't just spring it on me. He just laughed. He said, yeah, right. He's the person who goes with $60 and comes home with 50, because not because he won it. He just didn't spend it. He'll just go in and he people watches. He loves to people watch. But anyway, so I think we're going to miss this place a little bit. It's been a good home for us. And, but so the time is definitely here. We've got to live with Claudine. She's the person that is looking after us. So we definitely have to do that. And hopefully she likes us still enough at the end of our lives that she's happy she did it. Anyway, Friday night downstairs. What is the social for?
It's
Just a regular social.
yeah.
The social club's putting on a little social on Friday night coming up. So that'll be sort of the last night that we'll have something downstairs. Then we'll be here by ourselves on Saturday. And then Sunday morning we'll be gone. So that's, it came quick. Once it finally came, it came fast. But I'm glad that we've got it all a place that we just are going to love, a place we can all be together. And it's nice. Anyway, what else was I going to tell you? I really don't have much more news. I've been busy, but it's been busy from a seated position. So I am trying to put some weight bearing onto my hip because it has to be able to carry me. But I can't walk by myself out in the hall. I have to have someone with me if I'm going to do that. And Claudine today, she was so nice when she was over here. She was packing everything, and in between packing, she made me a meatloaf and put it in the oven, turned the oven off, but put meatloaf in, so I just have to turn the oven on, and a big pot of potatoes. So I said, that was so nice of her. Well, meatloaf sandwiches for a few days, and that works out good for me. So, all right, I'm going to leave it at that. Hope you all have a very good day, and I'll pop in here tomorrow and let you know what's going on then. Bye.